Hello everyone and welcome to Season 2 of the Sexnerd Furries podcast. I know it's been a few years, 3 if I remember correctly, but we're here now. We're restarting. A lot of things happened. We'll get to this. Okay. So this is episode 1, Where the Hell Have We Been? And now this is going to be a solo episode, just me, because, well, I'm the only one that knows where the hell we've been. So, when last you left us, we were about 4, it was Nikki, Alan, Jinx, and myself. I got busy with college. I couldn't find the time to get together with everybody and record. I think they tried to do it without me a few times, but it just never really happened. And then we all just kind of lost touch because I was never on Skype, because we used to record through Skype, and it just, life happened. And after college, during college, I think you guys know that last time I got a job, and then I left that job, and then I got that job again, and then I left it again, and then I got married, and then we're here. 2 years later after getting married, I'm here in a house that is mine and not my parents', so I don't really have to worry about getting interrupted, really. I mean, I just tell my husband that I'm going to record, and I record, and that's just how it is. I finally decided that I wanted to bring this podcast back because it's something that I've been thinking about a lot. I have been constantly saying that I want to do the podcast again, but I didn't want to do it by myself. I like the dynamic of talking with another person, and my husband didn't want to do it with me, and the original co-host, Foxy, he also couldn't do it with me because he's working, and he works all day, every day, almost every day. I think he has like 2 days off, and it's just like we couldn't synchronize, and then we just dropped it. And then not too long ago, let's back up a little bit. After getting a little bit before getting married, I started really getting into the art side of the furry fandom, and my art has really taken off. I've been doing commissions. I've been just hitting the grindstone, getting things done. You can check my Fur Affinity account, use furaffinity.net/user/JBCBlank. The link will be in the description. And you can see how in the years that we haven't been doing the podcast, I've just been doing art. And then, as of late, I started putting more work into my YouTube channel, and I was like, since I'm already doing this, I might as well just start doing the podcast again, even if I have to do it by myself. You can check out my YouTube channel, also linked in the description. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try and do this again. And then while I had this on my mind, a friend of mine that I met through one of my clients, he said, I heard that you had a podcast, what's it about? And I sent him links to it, and he was like, I really like the idea. And he really was like, he got into the idea, and then we started talking about it, and we decided that he would be one of the other co-hosts. And then another client, one of my commissioners, came and said that he also was interested in it. So when we actually do start pumping out actual episodes, there's going to be 3 hosts. So this is going to be very nice, and I hope that to actually get on a good schedule. But basically, it came back Basically, it came back very random, and it just happened. We just spontaneously, the stars aligned, and everything came into place to actually start recording again. Um, so uh, since it's going to be season 2 with an all new cast, and it's been a couple of years, we've all changed. I've changed, I've matured, I have completely different opinions than what I used to have. We are going to be revisiting a couple of episodes that I thought we could have done better with. But we're basically going to have a whole bunch of new episodes. I have so many ideas for new episodes. Like, there is no shortage of new topics to talk about right now. We also are going to be doing a new formula, as before we used to just talk about the topic and that was basically it. Now we want to do a few more things to give more of a structure to the podcast. First, we're going to be, what happened to us in the time that we weren't recording, in case anything interesting happened, like if we went to a con or something like that. And then it'll be introduction to the topic, which is going to be with scientific descriptions and, basically just like the raw knowledge. And then we're going to talk about, I hate you. And then we're going to talk about our opinions, and we're going to ask questions, and we're going to answer questions, and then we're going to come to our conclusions about the topic. And then after that, we're going to do a segment that I'm going to call Drama Corner, or possibly I'm going to change the name of it. I'm not 100% sure yet, but basically it's going to be a little corner where we're going to talk about either current drama in the fandom, or I'm going to be talking about a beware that I think is really worth sharing, that I think everybody needs to know about. It's going to be right at the end, so if anybody doesn't want to listen to it, you can just jump right over it. You don't have to pay attention to it. Also, we're going to be recording in a different way. Before, we used to record through Skype, but since nobody that I'm currently talking to about redoing the podcast is using Skype, we're actually going to be using Discord to not record our voices. We're going to be using Discord to live chat, and I'm going to be recording it with OBS, which seems to be the most solid method to record Discord. So we have so many new ideas, lots and lots and lots of new ideas. Let me get a hold of the list, and I'm just going to read some so that you can marvel at the awesomeness that is. Much it is gonna cost us. There we go. Let me get to the Sexnerd Furries Discord, and just to let you know, anybody can join the Discord. There's going to be a link to it in the description. The reason that I want to allow any of you fans to get into the Discord is because, well, we want to be able to we want to be able to chat with you guys. We want, to get to know you and just generally, interact with you guys. Because before, when we were using Bandcamp and which other method did we use to upload? I don't remember. We used to upload it on FA. Back then it was we didn't really have a way to talk to you guys except for via the FA comments and maybe with the Facebook page, but nobody really liked the Facebook page, nobody really talked on the Facebook page. And then when we started putting things on YouTube, we started getting a few more comments. But that also gradually died down. But even still, you know, it's like we want to be able to use Discord to talk to everybody, to, you know, get to know our fans and stuff. So, you know, it's just, you know, we want to start this off right. Anyway, I finally opened up the show notes so that I can let you know the topics that we have the ideas for. First, we have roleplay versus ERP. You know, what's the difference? What's acceptable, what's not. We got Herms, Femboys, we got Second Life, we got Puppy Play, we have Consent, we have Love Pillows, Anime Furries, you know, Rule 34, you know, ASMR. We have so many ideas, and I'm sure we're going to get so many more because there's just a lot more going on in the fandom right now. You know, there's more access to information, or at least I know where to look for all this information. So that's just how, you know, that's just a couple of tastes of what might be coming. And yeah, I'm not going to be as rambly there as I am right now. It's, you know, that's why I need somebody to talk to, or things like, or questions to answer, because I don't know where to go. Anyway, we're also going to be revisiting old ideas like bronies versus furries. Which other ones? I think muscle furs we want to talk about again. A lot of the old topics we're going to talk about again, because my opinions have changed, and our new co-hosts, they have their own opinions. So we're just going to get together. We're going to talk about old topics and about how we think about old topics, and how the fandom has changed when it comes to old topics as well, because that's also a factor. The fandom has changed since I last spoke into a mic on this podcast. But basically, that's like basically all the information that I can give you right now. I know that this isn't exactly the first episode that you wanted, but I wanted you guys to know why we haven't been around. You know, I'm sure you guys figured it out, that we just got busy, we just couldn't get things done, and life just happened. But, you know, we all change, and we all need to just continue on, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm continuing the podcast again because it was something that I really wanted to do. Like, I really wanted to do this podcast. I really wanted to get this podcast up again because it was my baby, and I really like it. Like, I like having a podcast. So next episode, I'm going to introduce my new co-host, and depending on how many co-hosts I have with me will be the episode that comes from that. So if you have any questions, if you have any comments, I will read them at the end of the next episode, or maybe at the beginning of the next episode. We'll decide. But I will read them in the next episode, and I will answer you in the episode. Just leave your comment in the comment section here on YouTube. We're going to be exclusively here on YouTube for probably ever because it's just easier that way. And yeah, that's basically it. I really hope that we can at least stay on schedule with this podcast. I'm hoping that it will be at least once, not once, maybe twice a month, hopefully, or like once every 2 weeks, you know, the goal is once a week, but I don't think we can do that. Well, we'll see. At the very least, it'll be once a month, so you can at least look forward to that. So anyway, that was the first episode. You know where we've been, you know where we're going, and basically, that's all there is to it. So this has been the Sexnerd Furries podcast, episode 1, season 2, and I will see you back at the Sexnerd Furries trash can next time.